A place where you can use these techniques to really enhance your playing is on a speed side of things. So when you're playing riffs and licks, where you've got, let's say, a load of notes in a really short amount of space of time, you can use hammer-ons and pull-offs to your advantage to essentially work smarter, not harder. Now, this isn't me telling you that you should cheat your way to the top and don't work on getting faster, whatever. You should obviously still do that, but you'd be silly to not use these techniques to your advantage to be able to play things faster and cleaner with less effort. So I've written out some examples of these techniques in context, and I'll show you how to do them all, and you can kind of take the idea of them and move them to other things as well. But it's kind of just the base of how to do them and what they can kind of bring to your guitar playing. This next technique is so heavily used in loads of guitar solos, and it's a really cool way to jump backwards and forwards between notes. And it's not actually as hard as you might think, and it's all just to do with having the right technique and using the right fingers in the plucking hand. So this is how it sounds. So we're going to start off by doing a mini bar with our index finger on the 5th fret, covering the B and the E string. So to start off, our pinky is going to be on the 8 of the high E string, and we're going to pluck this with our thumb, and then do a pull off from the pinky to our mini bar. And then you're going to pluck the B string with your thumb, and then pluck the high E string with your index finger. Now that is the base of the entire technique, so if I just stayed on that 8 the whole time, we get this really, really cool guitar technique. So all that I'm doing here, when I'm playing this little riff here, I'm just switching what I'm pulling off from. So the technique, you've got to make sure that you keep in that same fingering in your plucking hand. So thumb is starting the pull off, so thumb, pull off, and then thumb on the B string, index on the high string, and then repeat. So this little riff that I've actually written out, so we're starting on that pinky on the 8, and then we're doing the exact same thing, but just with the ring finger instead of the pinky finger this time on the 7. So then pluck the 7 with your thumb, pull off, and then pluck the B string with the thumb, index finger on the high string, and then repeat that. And then we're doing this exact same thing, but just fretting the 3rd fret, so still the B and the E string. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to stretch up to the 7th fret with our pinky finger, pull off, and then 5th fret with our ring finger, and pull off. And the exact same thing. So just work on getting these really even, so... The hard bit is getting that pull off to really be perfectly in time, because it's very easy to just do that pull off too fast. You want to make sure that it's coming in the exact same rhythm as all those other notes. Yeah, very cool technique. This next one is almost exactly the same as the one we've just had, but it's slightly different. So this is now what we've got. So the plucking technique is actually exactly the same. It's more what's going on in the fretting hand. So we're on the 8th fret of the B string with our pinky. We're going to pluck that with our thumb, pull off to the 5, which our index finger is playing, and then our ring finger is going to come to the 8 on the G string. We're plucking that with our thumb, and then index finger is plucking that 5 again. So right hand technique is exactly the same. Thumb, pull off, thumb, index. The trick with doing this one is that you don't want to leave your ring finger in your fretting hand down, otherwise you get this. Which means that we get this dissonance between these two notes. So you want to make sure, as you go to pluck that second 5 with the index finger, you lift off the ring finger so it doesn't ring through. It's so good. It's so good. I love this one.